Welcome to Module 2 and Week 2 of My Resilient Teen Parent Blueprint. Let's go over quickly what we did in the first module, as everything we do from here on in builds on that ICU exercise. So the first thing we did in Lesson 1 is we talked about the My Resilient Teen Strength Checklist. And this was the list that was the 3 columns of strengths that you were reflecting on how these strengths are showing up in your teen's life. Asking yourself, are they strong in this area? Are they a little bit weak in this area? Could they use more of this strength? Could they tone this one down a little bit? Maybe balance it with an opposite strength? And so hopefully that process has been progressing. I want you to keep doing that and keep familiarizing yourself with these strengths and going through the process of asking yourself how your teen is doing. And of course, you can use the second tool, which is the My Resilient Teen Parent Survey, which was the 20-question survey where you could assess how these strengths are showing up in your teen's life. You may have noticed by now, if you've seen some of the other videos that I've put out, that the survey is organized around the 4 pillars of resilience, of our sense of capacity, our goals that we set for ourselves, our motivation, and our relationships. So as you look at that survey, it's training you to think within the framework of the My Resilient Teen Parent Blueprint. You'll also notice that in that survey, I mentioned 3 types of identity: a weakened identity, a rigid identity, and the compassionate identity. This is very important, and it's not this module, but the next module we'll be talking in depth about that and what the goals of this whole process are, which are the bringing out of that compassionate identity and the quieting of the weakened and rigid identities. So resilience we've defined as moving away from the weakened and rigid identities toward the compassionate identity. More on that in the next module. And all of this was background so that when you do the ICU exercise with your teen, you have a way of thinking about it. It's enriching your experience so you can bring more to the process. So if you're having experiences with that by now, go ahead and take those insights to the My Resilient Teen Members Only Facebook group that you are a member of. Actually, only subscribers are members of that Facebook group. So please ask to be admitted into that group. You know the way Facebook works, you have to ask to be in a group. So there are 2 Facebook groups that I have for this general work with resilience with teens. One is called My Resilient Teen, and that's for anybody. And it's a good site, a lot of interesting things being posted there. But the deep one, the one where we're going deeply, that's private, where we can have in-depth conversation about the deep materials that we're going over in the course, that's for you. And that page is called the My Resilient Teen Members Only Village. It's only for members of this course. And the way Facebook works is you have to go to that group in Facebook, My Resilient Teen Members Only Village, and ask to join. And I know who you are, so as soon as you put the request in, I'll let you right into that group. And you'll join the other members who are taking the course. And there we can have more in-depth conversations that allow us to really explore your experiences with the material. All right? Go to My Resilient Teen Members Only Village on Facebook and ask to join the group. All right, so now we're ready to go on to Module 2, which I'm very excited about. We're building on Module 1, and we're really getting ready to prepare our kids to be world changers in a world that really needs some help. All right, see you in Module 2, everybody.